3 numbers I shouldn't be calling after midnight. My ex, my daddy, and the quiet man who once fixed my engine like he was fixing a broken heart. But guess who I called last night? This is DTQ. I'm not your therapist. I'm just the girl your body's been thinking about. Secrets, sex, and stories I shouldn't tell. But It was just past midnight. The hospital lights still flickered behind me, but my body had already checked out for the night. Then my phone rang. His name lit up the screen. I should have ignored it, but curiosity always wins. And tonight, I was starving for a little chaos. I slipped into the driver's seat, still on edge. My mind was racing, but my body, tired, tense, hungry for more than food. I held the steering wheel, staring at the road ahead like it owed me something. Then my phone buzzed again. Same name, same temptation. I hesitated, but then I picked up. I sat on the edge of my bed, phone in one hand, glass of wine in the other. That name was still on my screen, waiting, tempting. I told myself I was just checking in, just to be sure. But when he answered, and I heard that voice, it wasn't concern I felt. It was something else. I stared at the screen. Again, my thumb hovered over his name. This was a bad idea, but something about that night was already out of control. My heart beat like a warning, but my fingers didn't listen. And just like that, I called him. He picked on the second ring, his voice deep, sleepy, confused. "Doc, everything okay?" I swallowed. My mouth was dry. I told him the truth. I just wanted to talk. There was a pause, then a chuckle. Should I come over? My silence was louder than yes. 15 minutes. That's how long I waited. Wine in one hand, phone in the other, scrolling, pretending, overthinking. What was I doing? This was a bad idea. Or maybe it was finally a good one. A soft knock. My heart paused. I didn't rush. I stood still, watching the door. He came, not my man, not my brother, but he came, and suddenly, everything was real. I opened the door, and there he was, wearing the same shy look, but something about him felt different tonight. "Come in," I whispered, but I didn't turn around. I wanted him to follow, to feel me, to see what I looked like. From behind, he sat, stiff, unsure, but his eyes, they were searching me. I handed him the glass of wine. He took it, avoiding my gaze. Typical. "So, what made you come?" I asked. His lips parted, but no words. The silence said more than anything else. I leaned closer, just enough for him to feel my warmth. We didn't touch, but the tension, it was electric. He set his glass down. I stood, slowly, held out my hand. No words, just a look. He took it, his touch, warm, hesitant, but he followed, barefoot, shirtless, his steps in sync with mine. We moved through the hallway, faint lights casting shadows on the walls. At the door, I turned to him. Still, no words, just that heavy, delicious silence, and the sound of my heart pounding. He scooped me into his arms, effortlessly, my legs wrapped around his waist, my arms resting on his shoulders. Our eyes locked. He pushed the door open with his foot. Inside, the room glowed in warm amber light, silk sheets, wine on the bedside, a slow song playing somewhere in the background. He laid me gently on the bed. His body hovered over mine, but still, he waited, and in that pause. I knew this was no longer about the car or the call. It was about everything that had been waiting to happen. The morning light crept in, but I was already awake, wrapped in silk sheets, his arm lazily across my waist, and my wine glass still on the nightstand. I reached for it, took a slow sip, and smiled, not just because of what happened, but because I made the call. Sometimes the encore isn't about the music. It's about who stays behind after the show. If you've stayed this long, then maybe you're just as curious as I am. Don't worry, there's always more where that came from. Hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and stay ready for the next Midnight Confession. DTQ signing out with one last sip of Merlot. Until next time.
Next time, she's not the only one with secrets. Like, share, subscribe.